Hello to the class of 2025, and welcome to our friends, families, mentors, faculty members, and the vast support networks that made reaching today possible. My name is Aiden Markoff, and today I'd like to tell a story. Not a specific one, but instead a celebration of the individual moments that make up our great collective story. My union story is made up by the individual anecdotes that I collected while calling Schenectady home. Late night into early morning cram sessions here in Schaefer, thrilling victories and heartbreaking defeats up on Frank Bailey, or flying up university at midnight like garnet-colored sparrows in our own little flocks. Whether you realize it then or not, you are all part of my union stories. For that, I say thank you. And further, whether it be as just another nameless character in the background in Reamer, a housemate or teammate, or just as that guy that never learned when to simply shut up in English class, I am in turn part of your union stories. For that, again, I say thank you. My grandmother recently asked me, has union been everything you hoped for and imagined? I was taken aback by her question and took a moment to reflect. The honest answer is no, it is not. But that in no way is to discredit my time here at Union. It is to criticize expectations, which, as the Dalai Lama reminds us, are the root of all suffering. Late into the spring of our freshman year, after a sweaty spring ball practice, my mom called me to let me know that she had been diagnosed with breast cancer. It was only 2 months later that on my dad's 66th birthday, he suffered a heart attack while biking around the lake we call home and died. These experiences shook me to my core. My days of my only worries being about how to earn playing time or getting an A in micro were over. I was tasked with the challenges of trying to support my mom as she resiliently recovered, as well as trying my best to take over the helm of the family ship as we navigated all of uncharted waters. All of this without my greatest mentor, my dad. I wish you could be here today. Happy Father's Day, old man. I came back to Union for training camp. Just 3 weeks after my dad died. I let some of you into parts of my story, most of you not at all, just as I don't know your own stories of adversity, loss, and unique personal challenges you have all surely faced. We share a fundamental commonality with varying degrees of closeness in our union stories. Our own stories, however, are just that, our own. I put my union story on pause, taking a term off to be at home with my family. I started substitute teaching and coaching my little sister's middle school ski team, proudly bringing home a state championship. And I realized that my calling in life was not the finance job I thought college was preparing me for, but instead to inspire young people through a shared love of learning, sports, and of course, stories. So to answer your question, Gamma, no, college has not been everything I imagined or expected. But while I didn't end up getting to tell the story I expected to, my union story became everything I ever could have hoped for. 4 years of deepening my knowledge and creating the relationships and purpose which will define my life story. As an English major, I've spent the last 4 years analyzing stories, frequently unmoved by the titans of the canon and brought to tears by the quiet, unassuming members of my writers' workshops. My main takeaway from these stories is that the who, what, when, and where of a story don't end up mattering all that much. They change to make each story unique, but aren't what drives them. How and why are at the core of each story. How is our individual author's voice, the decisions we make, the tone we take? And why is the essential theme, the thesis, the heart that gives your story life, and in turn gives your life a story. Class of 2025, we are all storytellers. Not only are we heroes in our own stories, no different than Odysseus or Katniss Everdeen, we get to write the story of our lives every day through our choices. Look around at our fellow co-stars and our supporting casts all around us, and imagine all the characters we have not met yet, the fellow co-stars, and the settings we have yet to explore. Whether we studied anthropology, biology, or computer engineering, we'll all be telling our stories as we move out into the world. Our actions will be our words, the world around us, our pages. And remember, as each of you begins to write the next chapters of your life, The great collective story will always be there to guide your whys. All of you and your stories, union and our collective story, will always be part of my union story, and my why. For that, once more, I say thank you.